Hello, Algebra 1 students. We are in our last functions booklet. This is literal equations and sequences. We're in Tier 1, Lesson 1, so let's go ahead and check off our booklet. Here we are in Tier 1, Lesson 1. So one of the things I want to talk about here is when we're solving equations, we need to train our brains to stop thinking about this symbol, which is the equal symbol, as meaning compute and find the solution. But instead we need to think of the equal sign as a balancing point of the equation. So let me show you what that means in practicality over here with some addition and subtraction. So when I'm working on problems like this, what I always like to do is a dotted line right at the equal sign. So that way now I know that I have two different sides and I have to keep them balanced. And that's what I mean by a balancing point. So whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side. So here I want to solve for x, because obviously x is my only variable. On this side of this equation, I want to add 3. So if I add 3 to this side, to keep it balanced, I have to add 3 to that side. Well, these 3's cancel, and then I'm left with x on this side, and then over here I have 2 plus 3, which is 5 on that side. So then I get my solution is x equals 5. On this equation, I want to again solve for x. So to get x by itself, I want to subtract 13 on this side. So if I do it on one side, again, it's a balancing point, so I got to do it on both sides. I subtract the 13 over here. That makes that 13 go away. Then I get x left. And then on this side, I have 27 minus 13. 27 minus 13 is 14. So my solution for this one would be x equals 14. Now, moving down over here. To undo multiplication, we must use division on both sides. So what that means is, again, I want to draw my balance point. And then I have 5 times x, and to undo that, I have to divide by 5. And again, because I'm balanced, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other, so I have to divide this number by 5. The 5's on this side cancel out, and I'm left with only x on this side. And on this side, I have 20 divided by 5, which if we punch in our calculator, or if you know your multiplication facts really well, you will know that 20 divided by 5 is just 4. So we have x equals 4 as our solution for that problem. And then to undo division, we must multiply both sides of the equation by the number in the dividend, which a dividend is just the division side of the equation. Another way to think of this is by using the reciprocal, and I'll explain that here in a minute. So what I mean, multiply by the number in the dividend, over here, again, I want to draw my balancing point at the equal sign, and then this is my dividend right here. X divided by 4. So I want to multiply by the number that's in the denominator. So 4 is in my denominator, so I want to multiply by 4 on this side. And whatever I do on one side, I have to do to the other side. So I have to multiply by 4 over here. Well, when I multiply by 4, this 4 actually cancels out that 4. So on this side, I'm only left with x. And over here, I have negative 9 times 4, which is negative 36. So my answer is negative 36. Good luck on your practice sets.